What's up, guys? Welcome to My Weakness is My Weapon. I really hope that you guys enjoy this video. Please help me get this video out there. Comment, like, subscribe. Have a blessed day. And again, enjoy the video. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? I hope you guys enjoyed my new intro that I have for all the videos coming in the future. I know it's been a while. Things have been a little hectic here. I want to talk to you guys about something that occurred to me recently. You know, I guess you can say it's a testimony. You know, I don't know how you guys make decisions, but I take making decisions very serious. I don't take them lightly, you know, because everything that I do, I try to obviously put God first in every situation. I want him to be the one to lead me in the right path. I don't want to make a wrong decision. You know, I want to obviously always continue to do his will in all my lives. Now, recently, I think I want to say like the end of August, beginning of September, around there, well, first, let me just start off by saying that I work in a healthcare facility. I love my job. I love my job there. The pay is great. You know, that I can't complain about that. And so the end of August, beginning of September, you know, school's just starting. We're trying to get parents are trying to get everything together for their kids. You know, school clothes shopping, getting all their supplies together, etc., etc. So we received a call, or I received a call, and it was from like an automated message from the school, and it was stating, hey, if you're you know, or you yourself are interested in being a teacher aide in the school, call us for more information. So I'm like, let me think about that, you know. So if you know me, you know that I don't know how to teach. I'm not a teacher. I don't have the patience to be teaching or helping teach. So anyway, I don't know what in the world made me call. I was just curious. So I called and I spoke to someone. The person who I was supposed to speak to was in a meeting, so she wasn't able to attend me. So the lady just took my name and my number, and she said, I'll call you back. And I was like, okay, you know, fine. You know, I figured I'd call just to get a little bit of information, a little backdrop on what the job was about, how much it paid, what were the hours. I was just curious. You know, nothing that like, yeah, I'm gonna leave my job and I'm gonna go work out of school, because But anyway, so the next day she called me. She's like, yes, your interview is such and such day, at such and such time. And then everything is in my mind. It's like, whoa, what the heck is going on here? Like, I didn't ask for an interview. But this is all happening in my mind, and with my mouth, I agreed to it. I'm like, okay, fine, sure, I'll be there. I'm like, and then when I hung up, I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I going to this interview? I don't want to go to this interview. Like, there's no reason for me to go find another job. I'm happy where I'm at. So anyway, I go to this interview. I'm like, you know what? Let me just go. So they were looking for a teacher aide for the middle school, and I'm like, okay, I can do middle school. I can't do elementary school. I can't be a teacher aide or assistant for elementary kids. I just don't have the patience for that. But middle school, even though they're bad as they say they are, but that's just them trying to figure out who they are, trying to fit in, go with the crowd. I like working with youth, so I'm like, okay, I can do middle school. So I kept thinking in my mind, and I'm like, what am I doing? So I made the mistake, and like, not the mistake, but when something big, a change like this happens, you tend to, hey, let me tell my friends, let me tell, so and so, because I need to know what to do. And I obviously told my husband and stuff like that. He's like, well, so see how much the pay is, blah blah, this and that. So in the interview, I did not know they were. First of all, they didn't tell me how much the pay was, and honestly, I was too scared to ask. So the following day, when the human resource lady called me, she's like, okay, so if you want to accept the job, it pays such and such. I was like, oh, okay. All right, well, let me talk to my husband, and I'll get back to you on that, okay? She's like, okay, no problem, this and that. So come to find out that this job in the school pays less than what I'm making now. And I talked to my husband about it, and he's like, well, it's not that bad. I talked to my dad too. He's like, well, it's not that bad. And it's like, I don't know, like, I guess I was stuck on that. And the hours are very convenient for me, for my family. I will be on the same schedule as my daughters will be. I would have the days off that they would have. I wouldn't have to, because I stress everything, like, oh my God, who's gonna take care of them today that they're off of school, and so-and-so is busy or has appointments, they can't take care of it. I think I have to call out. Snow days. Hey, it's a snow day, my kids are home, I can't go in, so, and that's something that, in the moment, yeah, it feels good that, hey, I'm gonna stay home, blah, blah, but like in the long run, it's like, damn, I don't wanna be that employee that's always calling out because their kids not in school, or whatever the case may be. So as I'm telling my friends and all this, they were just like, well, you got to pray about it, you got to do what you got to do, but I don't see you working in the school. I don't see you doing that, because obviously they know me, and I was not upset at or I wasn't confrontational, I wasn't offended or anything, because it's the truth. It's the highly truth. I worked in a school, but I worked in the office. I'm more of an administration type. I'm not more of like the, how do you call it, like the, I don't know, the hands in with the kids type of thing. I'd rather deal with the parents. So, I had just so many voices in my head, and not that they were wrong, but it's just so much. And I literally am like, God, like I have until a certain time to make a decision. Like, what am I gonna do? Yes, the hours are super convenient for me. I can be there for my daughters. I'm on the same schedule as them. I get out way earlier, because I'm getting out at 6 p.m. and I would get out at 2 p.m. I would have time to come home, cook, relax, focus on my schoolwork even better. And I won't be as tired. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to take it. Whatever. I'm going to take it. I'm going to do it. So I made that decision, that it has been a very difficult decision. But I am ready to take this new step in my life that I feel honestly that the Lord has been leading me to. And a little backdrop, you guys know that I'm in school. I'm working on my bachelor's, and it's funny because when I was looking into what I can work with my bachelor, if that makes any sense. It said that I can be, youth outreach worker or youth pastor for, these are like just voluntary jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like when I took this job, when I started school, I did it because I knew that God was calling me to go deep. One, to go deeper into His Word. Two, because I know the calling that He had over my life, and it's, I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's, in the future, pastoring or whatever the case may be, working with youth and all that. So my bachelor's is in Christian studies with emphasis in youth ministry. Now, everybody that would ask me, oh, you going to school? What you going to school for? And, them thinking I'm going to say, oh, business, or, oh, nursing, or something that makes money. When I say, oh, yeah, I'm going, Christian studies, emphasis in youth ministry, they'd be like, okay, like, what are you going to do with that? And I knew, I'm like, okay, so what am I going to do with this? But you know what? Forget about it. I'm not even going to think about it. I'm just going to go ahead. And this is a very expensive school. So, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go do it because I'm going to be obedient. And I'm still there. I have 2 more years to go. So when I was looking at, I'm like, you know what? Let me go back into like the information sessions of like what this degree can do. So as I mentioned before, like youth outreach worker or youth pastor and some other things. One of the things shocked me completely. It was either I can use my degree and be a middle school or high school teacher in a private school. So like, a private Christian school. I was like, okay, so, and then that's when everything just started, like God was just like, I think revealing to me like what He has planned for me. One, I said it since I was born, I think, because I've never wanted to be a teacher. I've never wanted to be a teacher. I still don't want to be a teacher, so I don't know if this is God's way of preparing me for more, you know what I mean? But one thing that I do want to read, and I want to read something in scripture. It's in Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. And this is something that, it's like, that moment. And it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Seek His will in all you do, and He will show you which path to take. How crazy is that? That's the only thing that I ever strive for. That's the only thing that I want, like I want to seek His will. That's what I do every single day. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm in school. That's why, preparing myself, spiritually, mentally, getting the knowledge. I'm doing His will. He tells me what to do, I do it. He tells me what to say, I say it. And everything I feel like is just falling into place. I still don't know, the whole picture. I'm not saying this like, okay, well, He wants me to, maybe I'm supposed to be doing this, little teacher aide position, job thing, whatever, so I can get experience, working with kids in a classroom. Maybe it's a little stepping stone to further my degree along. Maybe it's just to get experience in life for the future. Maybe I'm supposed to be a teacher in the way future. I don't know. All I know is the moment. All I know is what's happening right now. And right now is that He's literally leading me, and that's all I can do. And that's all I can trust, honestly. So I wanted to share this with you guys. One, it's been a minute, and two, just a little catch up of what's going on. And also, if there's any decisions that you have to make in your life, it's very important for you to understand, search the scriptures first. I know it's tempting to be like, call your friends and text them like, hey, what should I do? You know what I'm saying? But God is the one, he will have the first and the last saying and everything that has to do, with your life. So trust him, trust his will for your life, because everything that he has for you is for good. It may look confusing right now. It may look horrible. It may look scary. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm terrified. One, I'm getting less money. I mean, that should be the least of my problem, because I'm telling you, God is Jehovah Jireh. I've seen it literally a few weeks ago. Like, we had nothing before school started. We had nothing for freaking food shopping and their snacks and lunches and everything. And out of nowhere, bam, like, we had it all. And it was literally, I'm telling you, it was something so supernatural that I'll probably, share that some other day. But I've seen his miracles. I've seen his promises, and I know he doesn't do it just with me. He can do it with you as well. So just trust in his understanding. His ways are not our ways, and his thoughts are not our thoughts. They are way higher than our understanding. Our minds are literally like a little pea size, probably smaller than the smallest sand of grain. It's probably smaller than anything on this earth, any particle on this earth, whatever. That's how small our brain is compared to what God has for us, and the understanding that he has for us. So so I just wanted to share this with you guys. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Trust him, and quiet all the voices all around you. Quiet the doubt, quiet everything, and listen. Don't just hear, but listen with all your heart, and he will show you the way. So God bless you guys, and I really hope that you got something out of this video, and I'll see you guys next time.